A big setback for the Sharad Pawar section. In fact, Maharashtra Speaker, after the Election Commission of India has also declared Ajit Pawar as the real NCP. The Maharashtra Speaker said, and I quote him here, all MLAs of Ajit Pawar group are eligible. We are now seeing alliances and coalitions with new parties and ideologies, but this means that not every incident can be dealt with under the 10th schedule. All petitions of Sharad Pawar group rejected. All MLAs of Ajit Pawar group are eligible. This is an internal dispute between two factions, Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar. That's why no one has left the party. Therefore, no action can be taken as per the 10th list. Support of 41 MLAs to Ajit Pawar group, and Ajit Pawar has support of more MLAs than Sharad Pawar group, and hence he is the real NCP. Let me go across to my colleague Sunil Singh, who is joining us with more details on this. Sunil, अजीत पवार को अब इलेक्शन कमीशन के बाद स्पीकर ने भी मान्यता दे दी है असली एनसीपी के तौर पर, कहीं ना कहीं एक्सपेक्टेड था, क्या प्रतिक्रिया इस पर आ रही है?
बिल्कुल, देखिए ये तो होना ही था। जिस तरह से फैसला शिवसेना का आया था, ठीक उसी तरह से ये फैसला आने की उम्मीद थी। लेकिन इसमें एक और बात थी जो स्पष्ट थी, वो ये थी कि शिवसेना के दौरान दोनों पक्षों ने जो गुट थे उन्होंने व्हिप जारी किया था, इसमें कहीं व्हिप नहीं जारी किया गया था। यही वजह है कि जो विधानसभा अध्यक्ष है उन्होंने इस बात को माना है कि ये पार्टी में कोई फूट नहीं थी, पार्टी से कोई अलग नहीं हुआ, बल्कि पार्टी की अंदरूनी कलह थी। और इसमें 30 जून को बाकायदा प्रक्रिया के तहत अजीत पवार को एनसीपी का राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष चुन लिया गया था, और जो 53 विधायक हैं उसमें से 41 विधायक जो है कि अजीत पवार के समर्थन में हैं। इसीलिए जो पार्टी जो है वो असली वो एनसीपी है, वो अजीत पवार उसके नेता हैं, ये माना है। और साथ ही चूंकि किसी तरह का व्हिप जारी नहीं किया था, तो किसी ने किसी तरह के आदेश का उल्लंघन नहीं किया है, तो किसी तरह के अपात्र या पात्र की बात नहीं बनती है। तो जो याचिकाएं थी वो भी विधानसभा अध्यक्ष ने खारिज कर दी है। यानी सभी पात्र हैं, सभी पार्टी के विधायक हैं, लेकिन जो पार्टी है असली वो एनसीपी, वो अजीत पवार के हाथ में है, ये उन्होंने जरूर स्पष्ट कर दिया है। इसको लेकर देखिए स्वाभाविक तौर पर प्रतिक्रियाएं आ रही हैं। जैसे शिवसेना की अभी प्रतिक्रिया आई है, क्योंकि वो दूध के जले हुए हैं, इसी तरह के फैसले से वो आहत हैं और इस मामले को सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक ले गए हैं। तो उनका कहना है कि जैसा हमारे साथ अन्याय हुआ है, वैसा ही सत्ता का दुरुपयोग हुआ है, वैसा ही सत्ता का दुरुपयोग और अन्याय एनसीपी के साथ हुआ है। तो अब ये भी हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाएंगे, और हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के साथ साथ जनता में भी जाएंगे और इस अपनी आवाज़ को बुलंद करेंगे। तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर लड़ाई अब जो है कि दोनों पार्टियों के लिए, चाहे शरद पवार का गुट हो या फिर उद्धव ठाकरे का जो गुट है, दोनों को एक तरफ कानूनी लड़ाई लड़नी है अदालत में, दूसरी तरफ जनता के बीच में लड़ने की तैयारी उन्हें करनी पड़ेगी, और उसी का वो दावा भी कर रहे हैं।
Thank you, Sunil, for joining us with all those details. They're just getting some more understanding and how it is going to impact the politics of Maharashtra. Chandrasekhar Jha, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction, is joining us. We have Brij Mohan Shrivastava, of the spokesperson of the NCP. Clyde Castro, spokesperson of the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP, is also with us at this moment. Let me first start with you, Mr. Castro. How do you see this, in fact, judgment coming in? Though it was on expected lines after the Election Commission had already decided, it was just a matter of time.
Well, it's not surprising at all. I mean, the Election Commission has done what it has to do. Completely unconstitutional. We had proved all the numbers, and it has gone against the Supreme Court directive that the party stands first, not the legislative party. But it has still gone against it and given the verdict. So the Speaker of the Maharashtra Assembly was just towing the line. Okay, that's what it was. So it's not surprising at all, because this is what has been happening across the country. The majority numbers have been approved. The verdict against the Election Commission. So it's not surprising. Let them do. We will go to the people. We will ask the people for the truth, and that's how we'll work for it.
So, but the fact remains that, the Speaker says that a large number of MLAs are with Mr. Ajit Pawar. Do you see this as somewhere ahead of the 2024 elections, a bigger setback? You don't have the symbol, you don't have the name. It will be difficult for your supporters, in fact, to remember a new symbol, even if you get so.
See, first and foremost, the Speaker himself is a lawyer, and he should understand legalities. He is going against the Supreme Court's directive. So it's not surprising, like I said before. And then you mentioned about losing the symbol and the party name and everything. Fair enough, in politics, ups and downs do happen. But let me tell you something. The biggest symbol and the biggest name that we have with us is Mr. Sharad Pawar. And nobody can take that away from us. And the people of this state will vote for Mr. Sharad Pawar, and it doesn't matter what symbol we get, because their vote will always be for Mr. Sharad Pawar.
Okay, stay on with me, sir. I request you to be with us. And let me very quickly get Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava on this. Mr. Srivastava, a day of celebration, may I say, as far as your faction is concerned, or the real NCP, as far as the Speaker and the ECI goes?
Actually, already ECI cleared this matter, and they declare us the real party. And on the 6th of this month, and Mr. Narvekar, who is a leading advocate and very renounced law person, has also given the same verdict on the disqualification of our MLAs. It's very clear now. It's very clear that the real NCP is led by the Shri Ajit Pawar and the Praful Patelji, and the all MLAs, the 41 MLAs, they belong to Nationalist Congress Party with the clock.
But do you think, Mr. Srivastava, for your voters and for the supporters of the NCP, this will go down well? The man who founded this party, 82-year-old Sharad Pawar, the way he has been treated within his own party, do you think that will go down well with your supporters?
Ankitji, I want to clear one thing. Then a single person cannot form the party. As per the representation of People's Act, 100 people are required to for the proposal of a party for the registration in the election commission. So I think it's not right to say. No doubt, he was also one of the founders in that party, and it was purely an intra-party dispute. We tried to solve it, but he was not agree with our views.
Before I get in, Mr. Jha, Mr. Clay Castro, if you are with me, you heard Mr. Srivastava. He's saying, Mr. Sharad Pawar, today, of course, he's gone on and said that he's one of the people who founded the party. It's not going to have a lot of impact as far as their voters are concerned.
Ankit, I'll tell you something. You know, Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava is an old colleague of mine, so I would definitely not say anything against him. He's a man who's doing his job. I mean, I feel bad for him. I feel sad for him that he's doing his job and he has to say what he has to say. But at the same time, I also feel sad that the people who lived with the name of Mr. Sharad Pawar, who survived with the name of Mr. Sharad Pawar, who achieved a career with the name of the Sharad Pawar, today they are resorting to saying this kind of thing. All I can say is, God forgive them, because, you know, I mean, they seem to have sold their souls. That's all I can say. But I feel sorry for them, but that's what I can say.
Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha, your faction, the Uddhav Thackeray faction, also met the same, in fact, fate. So do you feel that it's the same playbook to break political parties, which at first was used on your political party, now is being witnessed as far as the NCP is concerned?
Categorically, yes. If you see what the BJP is trying to do, they are trying to divide the parties in each and every state where they are not ruling the state assembly or they are not in the power. And very specifically, if you see, they have tried to do in Jharkhand also recently. They have done so in Bihar, and categorically Maharashtra, because Maharashtra is the second largest seat in Lok Sabha elections, and 48, and it's a very big seat. The BJP has to at least go into 50% of that seat to adhere to the demands of Mr. Narendra Modi of crossing the limit of 400 seats. Now, these things are viably, if you see, West Bengal, Jharkhand and Maharashtra. These three states have been targeted mostly by the BJP because they know that these three states are the crucial states for winning the elections. And second of all, the speaker does not have an authority to decide which party has got a symbol or which party is real party.
Right.
The speaker has constitutionally violated his chair, constitutionally violated the laws, and gave a judgment based on the precedents.
Okay, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, sir. I'm completely out of time. The fact remains that you, of course, both Mr. Uddhav Thackeray faction and Mr. Sharad Pawar are already in the Supreme Court. So we'll have to wait and see what the court also says as far as this case is concerned. But the real battle, ladies and gentlemen, for both these political parties, for both these factions, will be decided in the People's Court, and the elections of 2024 would be the first round as far as the people are concerned. Thank you so much to all my guests, Mr. Castro, Mr. Brijmohan Srivastava and Chandrasekhar Jha, for joining